What's up, fight fans? This is Kurtaville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, and Dillian Whyte concerning the pay-per-view, as you guys have been waiting for, as I promised that I was going to counterpunch Hearn and read what he actually had to say. So let's read it together. Now, Eddie Hearn has justified the 27-pound pay-per-view, which is the highest in pay-per-view history over there. And he said, we live in a world of criticism, don't we? If you listened to Twitter, you never really want to go get out of the bed in the morning. Hearn said, when you look at AJ's CV, I don't see the criticism. I think he's always been in those big fights, and he is an occasion. He's going to make an absolute fortune to fight Deontay Wilder, but he wants to risk it all against Dillian Whyte because he loves the excitement. He loves the thrill. Even Alexander Usyk is facing Danny Dubois before he maybe fights Tyson Fury. So I think you've got a couple of good fights there for the heavyweight landscape. Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury. He's going to do his own thing. We are in the business of Anthony Joshua. He's got a huge fight on August 12th. And if he wins that, he's got Deontay Wilder. What a 6 months that would be for him. Let me counterpunch. So basically, the explanation is you're paying 27 pounds, my UK peeps, to see a fight that may happen versus another fight that won't. Just what I thought it was going to be. I didn't even read this and I knew. See, he's saying he's risking it all to fight Dillian Whyte. That fight depends on another fight. So guess what? You're going to pay top dollar in the fight that definitely will happen versus the fight that won't. That's what Eddie's saying. In a nutshell. And that's it. And look, it's milking it. Basically, it's milking it, but it's also realistic from a business standpoint. Let me give you guys a little history lesson. You guys remember Ruiz Joshua 2. That was the first time in pay-per-view history in the UK that amount went up to that, because it was a standard, I think, of $19.99, right? 20 pounds. And then that went from 20 pounds to 24. And everybody lost their mind. I'm like, yo, what's the deal? It's like 4 or 5 more pounds. But everybody's a fucking bloody outrage, you know. Right? Fucking wanker. And everybody was pissed. But, you know, I'm looking at them like, you guys should actually be happy about that anyway. You know, like these big jumps from going. See, we went over here. We went from $39.95, $49.95. That shit jumped up to $100, $89.95. I'm like, whoa, what? 89, 49, 39, 49. Listen, in the 90s, bro, I used to pay $39.95 for Roy Jones Jr. fights, at the most $49.95. But I think they were $39.95, like back in 94, 95, 96. Now they have increased over half that. They've doubled. So again, you know, Hearn, you know, he's trying to deflect the criticism, you know what I mean, and defend that price. But honestly, it's, you know, it shouldn't, a lot of people it shouldn't even be on pay-per-view. But they know if DAZN wants anything to do with it, DAZN is going to make all the money they possibly can from their premier fighters, and Anthony Joshua is their premier fighters. Of course, take into account they lost Canelo to the PBC. Probably forever, because Canelo might not fight 3 more. Like, after that contract's over, Canelo might say, adios. He might chunk up the deuces. He might not go back to DAZN. There's nothing else for him to do at DAZN. He's not going to fight Bivol, and Bob Arum doesn't want Bivol to fight because he's Russian, stupid shit like that. So, you know, there's not a lot that he could really do, you know, besides what he's doing. Okay, so, you know, they're taking that into account. So who's left? Anthony Joshua. So if Joshua is their cash cow, he's their premier guy, they're going to milk every possible way of getting that. And on top of that, with the fight with Deontay Wilder, will it even be on DAZN? Will DAZN buy the rights to it? They might not buy the rights to it. They might get bid out by somebody else. So yes, they're going to put all their focus and energy on the fight that they know that's happening. Doesn't have anything to do with what Eddie's saying. Well, he's risking it all. Well, yeah, kind of, but no. They just know, hey, just like in the Andy Ruiz Joshua 2 fight, they risk it all. That's why they wanted the maximum dollar to see Anthony Joshua, because there's no guarantee that he would win. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn defending the 27-pound pay-per-view price for Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!